Hi, my assistant, her interest level is done, so she has left. I'm going to finish the lesson on my own. I was doing the representational phase, and I was on that where I was completing it for them. At this point in time, we would go and we would do it together. I would say, okay, if you have a group of 3 and 1, join together a group of 3 and 1. What do you get? We would do the 3 and the 1, and we would get our total of 4. I would keep prompting them to count out loud, and we would probably do a few examples of this before the student went on and did independent. I would say, okay, I want you to join together a group of 3 and 1, and we would keep just repeating this as long as we needed. The next, I would let the student know that we are going on to that abstract example. I would let them know that when we're doing abstract, we are only working with numbers and symbols. We would talk about how we've been learning our numbers. And I would introduce this addition symbol. This addition symbol, I would let them know, okay, raise your hand if you've ever heard addition. Raise your hand if you've ever heard plus. What happens when we add numbers together? Do they get bigger or smaller?
Bigger.
They get bigger. Even Autumn knows that they get bigger. This would be on our new vocabulary, and it would be by addition. I would probably actually put it by all 3 of them, just to kind of reinforce that whenever we're adding, these all go together. Now I would say, okay, instead of doing drawings and using objects, we are going to use our numbers that we've been working so hard on learning. We're going to use our numbers to add groups together, join together groups. Okay, so we're going to add together a group of 2 and 1. We're going to do 2 plus 1. We would do our 2 plus our addition symbol, 1. Instead of having that line in between, we're going to use our addition symbol to separate the 2 groups. Okay, so if we have a group of 2 and 1, what do we get? At this point, I would encourage them to use whatever method they prefer, whether it's touch points or their fingers or counting in their head. Drawings, I like to use touch points, so that's what I would do. 1, 2, 3. So how many total do I get? I get 3. 1, 2, 3. And I would put my 3 at the bottom. Then I would have the students go on and do their own example. Okay, I want you, let's do 2 plus 2. Show me 3 plus 1. Once they have shown mastery on that we do model, they would then go on and do independent practice. Once the student has shown independent, there are a few extension activities you can do. You can go get objects in the classroom and pose it as a word problem. Okay, if you have 2 dolls and then you find 1 more, how many total dolls do you have? And then you would say 3 and you would pose it as a word problem. Another extension activity that you would do is you can join together 3 different groups. You can join together 3 different groups. You can join together 3 different groups.
You need to be quiet.
And instead, I would still use this layout because I really like this layout. But you could do this 3 different boxes instead. You can even start back over on that concrete phase. Go representational and go abstract. I would finish the lesson by relating this to real life. I always like to relate it to real life. Say, okay, who's ever had a play date? If you had 5 toys and your friend brought over 3 toys, how many total toys do you have? And then we would talk about, well, you just did an addition problem right there. So we see addition. Addition is not just for math. Addition, we see addition all over. If you have 4 people in your family and you have 1 more friend come over for dinner, you need to add 4 plus 1 to find out how many total plates you're going to do. And then we would finish by talking about this essential question. And then that's how we would tie up our lesson. So thank you for watching my concrete representational abstract example of this kindergarten standard.